What is up, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Adriana Robertson, and my goal on YouTube is to encourage those who are going through tough times in life, and I'm going to be doing that by sharing my own tips and tricks and my stories with you on how to live your best regardless of your mess.
Ask me how I do it, I just stick to the plan, stick to the plan. Ask me how I do it, I just stick to the plan.
So, college girl, either you're in college or you are in your first year of college, and congratulations on graduating high school or getting in college. Shoot, that's trials and tribulations of its own. So I am a year removed from graduating from college, a year and actually some months, but I was a college athlete. I am a girl who experienced college, and safe to say it's not the easiest time in the world. It's absolutely fun, and I have plenty of stories and crazy times that I went through, but I also did learn a lot in college, and I want to be able to pass that on to the next person who is on their journey into the adult world and just learning, those who are suffering from anxiety and depression and worry and doubt and fear of the future and fear of missing out even. So I just want you to know college is completely a journey within its own. It brings on grief, as I like to talk about. It brings on confidence issues and learning to love yourself more and find your confidence. So it's like you have to find a balance, especially being a girl in college. And if you are a college athlete, welcome. So let's get into it. So it's safe for me to say that I was not the popular kid in school. I 110% was not. I actually just struggled with finding myself, and honestly, I didn't really find myself until I got into college. And don't get me wrong, you find with every season of your life, you find yourself. So you find out more about who you are. Every season of life, it constantly changes. So in this new season of your life, you're going to find you. And then, so your freshman year, find you. Sophomore year, you might still be that same person, but as it continues, you're gonna learn more about yourself, sis. Promise you. So I was not the popular kid in school at all. And so when I got on campus, I felt like hot stuff, okay? Because I had a glow up season period from high school to college. And so I got on campus, I was around new boys. Granted, I was in a relationship. So that whole dynamic and that whole new experience was just like, whoa. There's people from different countries here. There's people that are from around the US, and I get to taste all of this. Like, this is a whole new plethora of flavors. So it was definitely a mindset change for me, and also it like boosted my confidence within like my looks and stuff. Now there's a whole bunch of different stories as far as like my toxic relationship and everything. If you haven't watched that video, I'm gonna pop it in right here. So go watch it. So, because I talk about my relationship that I was in just a tad bit. And so yeah, I went into school and I found my confidence, and I was kicking ass on the basketball court and doing all of that, but then I ended up getting injured, and so that brought grief into my life because I didn't get to play the sport that I loved and get to participate with my teammates. So that was really hard. The losing that part of me, not being able to actually play and stuff. Being a girl in college and going from high school, being a big dog on the basketball court, to college and being an underdog, that was definitely something that opened my eyes up, because there were people who were a lot better than me and a lot taller than me and could smash the ball into my face type stuff. Like, oh yeah. And then college was just an adventure of its own. But once I got done in my JUCO, I moved on to my university, which I went to ETBU, then ended up finding myself even more and learning about who I was, and then just growing in my faith and being able to start a ministry and meet new people who were like-minded. It was just an awesome experience. So with all that being said, I want to get on here to talk to all of the college girls who are out there struggling from something. I want to encourage you to turn your bad situations or the things that you're going through, whether you are suffering from anxiety and depression, or you're in a bad relationship, or your home life just isn't necessarily the greatest. I want to encourage you that everything that you're going through right now in this season is going to get you to where you're going. So the dreams that you have in your head, I encourage you to use your bad situations in order to reach more people and to just turn it into something good. So one, I lost my dad, and I have now since turned this into like telling my testimony. You have to go through the tests in order to reach your testimony and to understand your experience and to lead to your purpose. So your pain always leads to the purpose. Everything that you are going through right now, I know it doesn't make any sense, especially for a young teenage girl or early 20s girl. I'm still in my early 20s, so I understand that not everything looks bright and shiny right now, but you need to find the best possible mindset and thoughts to lead you to help you grow. My tips this week, I have 3. One, I encourage you to find good friends. And we all know what good friends are. We have intuition, we know our gut feeling, and these people are going to help you get your ass out of bed to go to class in the morning. Yes, you can go and party, do whatever you gotta do, but at the same time, you need to find somebody who's going to encourage you to get through the tough times, because college is hard. You're not going to want to always get out of bed in the morning, especially if you're from just an average college student to a student athlete. Like there's going to be times where you don't feel like doing anything at all. You don't want to do your classwork. You don't want to go and socialize. You don't want to go to class. Like, I get it. I was there, but do it anyways. Find a friend who pushes you to be your absolute best. And your college friends stay your friends for life. Find that one person or a group of people to push you through this season of life. And then that leads me into the boys. Dudes in college, yes, they have more muscles. Yes, they look nice, and you're like, ooh, let me get a piece of you. But baby, let me tell you, these are not men. These are little boys. And sorry to tell you, but 9 times out of 10, I actually asked my boyfriend this question. I said, how often do guys think with their penises? And he told me, I was like, I'm gonna say like 75%. He said 85%. So like 85% of the time, down there has a mind of its own. And most of the time, they are thinking with that instead of their brains. So because of that reason, just know, one, you need, if you're going to go and do with this person, make sure to have contraceptives, because STIs and STDs are a thing. Boys don't go and they don't have as many issues with their personal parts, right? And so this means that you need to be careful who, soul ties are a thing, and that is a conversation for a different day, but be careful who you give yourself to. Boys are boys. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Boys are boys. So protect yourself and your heart, your mind, and your soul and your body from this. And don't get me wrong, girls are just as bad. So if you're a dude watching this, girls are bad too. But I'm speaking to my sisters out there. Take care of yourself, protect yourself, because it's real. And sex also leads to babies. So don't do it. Don't. wait for marriage or wait until that you find that person that you really know is going to be, is your person, okay? I'm not dumb, and I'm not gonna say, oh, don't have sex, because anyways, back to my tips, and we're going to go into the final one, is to get involved. If you are struggling to find your friend group, and say you were an athlete in high school, but now you're no longer an athlete, get involved in a sorority, find a group. I got involved with SGA, which is Student Government Association, kind of like student council in high school. There's plenty of things, there's a plethora of options that you can do once you get into college. Just you have to be willing to take that step and actually go and apply, or find somebody who knows the ins and outs of like the group that you want to join. I know what it's like to be a girl in college. I know what it's like to be a student athlete in college. I might continue this whole, make a series for this, because it is something we as women and as girls come out of high school not fully prepared for the real world, and not fully prepared for what college truly brings on. And if you don't have a mentor or a supporter, or your parents didn't go to college, because mine didn't, so my mom couldn't even give me a outline of what college looked like, it's hard. You have to navigate those waters by yourself, and I think that more girls need to speak out about the college experience, and I just encourage you to keep going. There are some people who don't go to college, they drop out, and they're successful. There's plenty of women who are successful people and influencers that didn't go to school. But if you are the type that's what you're called to go to school, and you want to be a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, everything else in between, then you have to go to school in order to do that. I just encourage you to keep going. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't let bad situations push you away from continuing on and pushing towards your dreams, and graduating, because it is a relief when you graduate after going through 4 years of your life and all of that money in order to gain a piece of paper, right? So I don't know, I just want to encourage young girls to keep going. I know what it's like to feel like you can no longer push through and go on. I get you. I'm here for you, and sis, you gonna make it. We got this. We have a bigger purpose. Shine your light, because nobody is you, and the world needs you. That's all I have for this week. Super short, sweet, simple. I wish the best for you in your college experience. It's gonna be a hell of a ride, and I just want you to know that it is one of the best and most interesting experiences you will ever go through. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to hear from me more, then hit that notification button and subscribe. Yeah. Have a great week. It is Monday. We only fly forward. We never fly backwards. So keep going, sis. You got this. Things are going to get better. You're gonna have so much fun. And if you're dealing with hard times, put yourself in a mindset where you think nothing but love, nothing but light, and nothing but prosperity. And I promise you, life is going to hand you back all of those things. So I love you. And until next time, peace out.
Ask me how I do it, I just stick to the plan.